Hi everyone, welcome to Hedgehog Hollow. Today's 2-minute tip is back to Nuvo drops. Now lots of you loved my instant Nuvo drops that we recently did. You can check that top right hand corner for that one. And also I talked about how the difference between all the different Nuvo drops, because there are so many out there. We have dream drops, we have the new stone drops coming, we have regular Nuvo drops, we have glitter drops, we have glitter accents, so many different types of Nuvo drops out there. And we also had a download for you. So again, you can check that top right hand corner if you missed that video for all the difference between the Nuvo drops and how to get the download that you can put in your craft room for all the difference between the Nuvo drops. So today I wanted to go back to them, and we do have a top 5 Nuvo drop frequently asked questions video coming. So if you have a question about Nuvo drops or you have an issue with Nuvo drops, drop them in the comments below, because we're going to gather up your frequently asked questions and we're going to do those into a maybe a top 5 or a top 10 troubleshooting video. So we want to know your issues so that we can answer those in a video. So drop those into the comments and then we can do that into a video in the next couple of weeks. But today was all about enamel dots. Now I know lots of us love buying different enamel dots. We buy hearts, we buy diamonds, we buy squares, all of those things. But what about if you could make your own at home? They're already sticky. You could pre-make them in advance in any size, in any color you want. We all have all of these different Nuvo drops, stickles, all those kinds of things. Well, I have a tip for you that you can make at home, and you can make hearts, you can make different shapes, you can do different things. All you need are some glue dots and your Nuvo drop stickles, whatever things you like working with. And it's super, super easy. You could make these one evening, go to bed, leave them. By the next morning, they are done, ready to go. So what you do is you take a strip of glue dots, and I'm just going to tear a few off here. We're going to pop it down onto our work surface. Now you know I like working on my Tim Holtz mat. If you have a husband who isn't operating the camera, it is a little bit easier, but it's okay. I'm going to take a little bit of masking tape, and I'm just going to stick that down. Now you want a longer piece of masking tape, because remember that this is release paper underneath and it's not going to want to stick to that. And then you're going to want to hold it at the other end. Actually, Greg has a hand free. Greg, could you just put your finger on that end while I stick it down? Thank you. And actually, there happens to not be any glue dots in the middle there, so I'm going to just stick my masking tape on here. So underneath here, and I can just stretch this out a little bit. That's the great thing about the fact it doesn't stick because it's release paper. So I have glue dots. There's 3 here. I know it's kind of hard to see because they are clear. And there's some glue dots up here. Now glue dots also come in different sizes. So depending on the size of enamel dot you want to make, you can get your glue dots accordingly. You can buy the mini glue dots, and we'll link up some different sizes. These are just the regular glue dots. What we're going to do is I'm going to test my Nuvo drop off to the side just to make sure it's not going to splatter on me. And then I'm going to cover my glue dot with my Nuvo drop. Now my Nuvo drop is going to dry on the top here. And a couple of tips with piping Nuvo drops. You're going to pipe from the side. You're not going to have your tip touching your surface. You're going to be slightly above. And then you're going to pipe. You're going to stop piping, and then you're going to pull away. And that's going to stop you having that meringue. And it will automatically settle out. You're not going to dry it with a heat tool. You're not going to put it on a radiator. You're just going to leave it to air dry overnight. And we're not going to poke it. We're not going to do anything like that. And you will get a nice, even drying. So I don't recommend you do them if you have a cold basement. Just pop them in your kitchen overnight, somewhere where they're not going to be disturbed. You want reasonably even heat, kind of that 70 degrees, 21 centigrade, depending on where you are. But you know, you can pipe extras. There's no glue dots here because I obviously had been using them, but normally they would be. And then they're just going to dry on top of your glue dot, and you can then just have a whole strip of them, peel them off whenever you're ready, and off you go. You have automatically sticky glue dots. And the thing is, I could do the same. I could do heart-based ones. Well, how do I do a heart-based one, you're going to say? Well, you can either do this and then take your craft pick, which I'm just going to grab my craft pick here. And all I do is I'm going to make sure it's fully extended. And then I grab from the top where it's clear and I pull down. And that gives me a nice teardrop. And if I want to do a heart, I'm going to do a practice one first because I haven't done one for a while. I do 2 teardrops and bring them together. So I'm going to do a teardrop and bring it together, teardrop and bring it together. And I'm going to do this closer so you can see it. I'm going to move this closer. So excuse the glare of the light because Greg was not prepared for this at all. I'm going to do it over here. So if you want to do a heart, you do pipe and pull, pipe and pull. And there's your heart. So it's pipe and pull, pipe and pull. And if you do that over a glue dot, you will have a heart-shaped Nuvo drop that is automatically sticky. Super, super easy. If you want to make a teardrop, you pipe a circle. You take your pick, you come up from the top, you pull it down, and you're going to have a nice teardrop shape. Really, really easy. And if you want us to do a video on how to pipe different shaped Nuvo drops, we can absolutely do that. But you can get all sorts of different shapes. You can do squares, you can do ovals, you can do squares. If you want that in the frequently asked questions video, let us know. Leave us a comment below. We will add whatever you want into that frequently asked questions video. And if we have to do a few, that's absolutely fine too. So we are here to answer your questions. We love it when you ask us questions, videos that you want to see. We are here to answer those as well. So hopefully you enjoyed that 2-minute tip. It went on a little bit longer, but it's really handy to create your own enamel dots. And it's way, way cheaper to get a roll of glue dots in different sizes if you want mini ones, large ones, etc. And just pipe any color of Nuvo dots on you want. And you can create your own enamel dots, as many or as few or different shapes you want, and you have them on demand. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We have daily tips and tricks and tutorials and all sorts of fun things, so you can follow us there. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this tip as well. All your links are in the video description, including a special 20% off code for February for Tonic Studios. And join us again for a March video for our March Tonic Studios exclusive coupon as well. And I'll see you again very soon. Happy stamping, everyone. Bye.